Something legendary is worthy of being remembered, especially if the legendary person is still operating and has unknowingly reached 53 years of service. It was the Grumman F-14 Tomcat which first flew on December 21, 1970. Even though its employer, namely the United States Navy, retired it a long time ago, in 2006, the Tomcat fleet is still fully operated by the Iranian Air Force. Among the various unique aspects of the F-14 Tomcat, this twin-engine supersonic swing-wing fighter is only operated by the US and Iran. Iran itself is quite senior as a Tomcat user. Iran has used the F-14 Tomcat since 1976. With a double seat, the F-14 Tomcat was the U.S. Navy's main air superiority fighter jet from 1972 to 2006, its debut as a replacement for the F-4. The F-14 Tomcat program began when development of the F-111B, a U.S. Navy variant of the Tactical Fighter Experimental (TFX) program, was deemed unsatisfactory, being too heavy and lacking in agility. The U.S. Navy needed a fleet air defense fighter whose main role was to intercept Soviet bombers before they could launch missiles at the Navy. Apart from that, the U.S. Navy also wants aircraft that have good air superiority capabilities. With two General Electric F-110 GE400 afterburning engines, the Tomcat's speed could reach Mach 2.34, which made it one of the fastest types of fighter jet of its time. Known as a long-range interceptor, the F-14 Tomcat is equipped with the N/AWG-9 radar made by Hughes, which is capable of tracking 24 targets at once from a distance of more than 240 kilometers. The Tomcat's main weapon is the AIM-54 Phoenix long-range air-to-air missile, which has a shooting range of 180 kilometers with a warhead weighing 61 kilograms. The AIM-7 Sparrow medium-range air missile, with a 40 kg warhead and a firing range of 32 to 50 km, and the AIM-9 Sidewinder short-range air-to-air missile, with a 9 kg warhead and a firing range of 19 km. As additional weapons for close combat, the F-14 is armed with a 20 mm Gatling M61 cannon. The United States is known as one of the countries with the largest military power in the world. They even produce their own defense equipment for the U.S. military, including all types of fighter aircraft. It didn't stop there. The U.S. also claimed that their fighter planes were not among the most sophisticated in their class. One of them was the U.S. Navy's F-14 Tomcat, which was the most sensational at that time. Because this aircraft, which had a long career in the U.S. Navy, was considered the greatest in its class at that time. The F-14 Tomcat carries out the task of defending the U.S. aircraft carrier group while it is still operational. However, this aircraft, which is always on aircraft carriers belonging to Uncle Sam's country, was retired in 2006. It is not surprising that many people admit the greatness of the F-14 Tomcat, which is one of the best fighter aircraft in the world. Carrying very long-range Phoenix missiles, this fighter jet was originally designed to deter Russian bombers from attacking American aircraft carriers. Historically, the Tomcat evolved with the ability to perform a wide range of missions from air control, reconnaissance, air support, and precision strikes, which made it the platform of choice to fly over Afghanistan and Iraq. Over 34 years of flying with the U.S. Navy, the F-14 Tomcat transformed from an analog fighter jet to a digital precision strike platform. Tomcat is also one of the big-name aircraft. The F-14 Tomcat is the most famous aircraft ever operated by the United States Navy. This sleek design aircraft with swing wings was the last generation of aircraft built during the Cold War era. And there's nothing wrong with, even though it has been discussed often. We will discuss the F-14 in more detail. We will try to trace the origins of the F-14 and how this aircraft later developed into an iconic aircraft of its time. On March 10, 2006, the F-14 Tomcat was retired from U.S. Navy service. But actually February 8, 2006 is marked as the last date this aircraft was involved in combat in Iraq. Of the 712 units successfully built, 26 of them are still operated by Iran.